And with my mom being stubborn, there was some difficulties as far as how we were going to proceed with her treatment. And I never had a thought specifically with this situation as to going back to drinking and doing the things that I was doing as far as substances as it concerns this issue. But the thought came to my mind. I had fleeting thoughts of it, but not when it came to dealing with my mom, because I knew I had to be present as far as this situation was rolling out. So her doctor, and she didn't really too much care for the doctor, but the doctor ordered a lot of tests, and with the tests came a lot of resistance, because the doctor wanted her to go back to the person or the doctor that did the hysterectomy and all of the treatment. And my mom didn't understand, like, why do I have to go back to that person? So she ended up getting I think it's the MMR or MRI. It was a lot of scanning. She had to drink this nasty stuff to make everything in her digestive system show up, as far as the digestive tract and everything like that. And she had a lot of blood in her stool as well. That would be on and off, and that really scared me. And then she started losing a lot of weight, so the weight just started dropping off. And then the final thing was we had to go in and do the colonoscopy. And when she went in for the colonoscopy and I was in the room with her, the doctor didn't get, it was maybe, I would say maybe a half an inch to an inch of the tubing. He got that inserted and something blocked it, and he couldn't go any farther. And so he took pictures and everything like that. And then after he took the pictures and stuff, he came back and showed us, and he was like, yes, this is rectal cancer. And you could see the mass and everything like that. And I think I was just sitting there numb. I just was, I didn't really know how to feel or anything. So we go home, sit with that, and then we have another follow-up with her primary physician. And the primary physician then wanted to send her out for more scans. So they were literally scanning and scanning. It was something that they saw that we just couldn't imagine. So in the meantime, her doctor was saying, you're going to have to, well, what we want to do is we want to shrink the tumor, because it was quite large. They wanted to shrink the tumor and then go in and remove it. And with that, they wanted to do the radiation, and they want to do a combination of chemo at the same time to shrink it so they can remove it. And my mother was like, no, I'm not doing it. She did not want that chemo or that radiation. So they then told her that she would have to get a ostomy, a colostomy bag. And she outright said no. She refused. She said she's not doing it. She told me no, that she was not doing it for a whole year. So a whole year passed, and this situation just kept getting worse. We would go to the doctor. She told the doctor, I'm taking Imodium for the loose stools. The doctor almost hit the roof. She said, that's just like putting a Band-Aid on an open wound, on a stab wound. I mean, the doctor went and lost it, which I knew Imodium is not going to do anything for that. So the year goes, and then finally she decides to get the surgery. That was a whole nother can of worms as far as that surgery goes, because I took her for the physical, and she had to go get blood drawn and urine sample. And after she got all of that done, it was I want to say maybe a day before the surgery, I get a phone call and they're telling me, you have to bring her in immediately. We can't do any surgery because her potassium is so low. We have to get her in here and I had to literally drop her off the day before the surgery so they can put all of the potassium in her system to get her prepared for the surgery. So that is where we were with that situation. I dropped her off and she went in to surgery, and it was, I want to say it was like maybe 7 a.m., somewhere around in there. It was like 6 or 7 a.m. that she went in for the surgery. That was just really, I just was confused and just like, wow, this is really happening. This is really happening. So I'll be continuing talking about this and giving a more detail as far as where we are now. Just the learning curve as far as dealing with the colostomy bag and basically the hiccups in between. So just stay tuned and stay prayed up. All right, peace.